Hey guys, welcome to my review of the Ggetter Dragon Infinitism. So yeah, we're finally getting Ggetter model kits by Bandai. As you can see here, Ggetter Dragon looks pretty darn awesome. The colors, the detailing on it is pretty darn great. Now, as you can see here from the sides, he looks pretty much like the other ones, right? Yeah, they're using pretty much the same base they have used for all the other Infinitism model kits, but I don't mind it. It's the style, I like it. And let me tell you guys right now, if you didn't like the other ones, then you're not gonna like this one, because the articulation and the build is pretty much the same. There's really not a lot of differences, other than being the cape, the big difference here with this guy. Now, of course, the cape or the Mac wing looks very well detailed. There is a ton of panel lining, and it actually does have a gimmick, but we'll get to that soon. In my opinion, it's actually a pretty fun gimmick. Now, let's check out the accessories. As you can see here, not much, just a couple hands, as you can see there, and the axis. Remember that the axis can be made long or short, so you got those two variations. He only comes with two, by the way, so that's pretty nice. By the way, there was a bunch of spare parts. You can basically make a Messenger C or Seda in red colors pretty much, which is pretty awesome. I think I might do that at some point. So let's check out the articulation. And like I said, it's pretty much the same as all the other ones. The arm can go this high. The cape does have articulation there for the shoulder. And you can bring the arm all the way up like that. Be careful with the saw blade, of course. And here you can see the elbow can go straight 90. If you go a little bit too much, it's just gonna pop off like all the other ones, of course. But the wrists are, for some reason, this one are very loose. I don't know why that is, but they did that. And as you can see here with these articulated parts over here for the Mac wing, you can actually move them down, get them the little shape. So depending on the pose you're doing, if the arm if the shoulder has to go up a lot more, you can work with that. And the leg, of course, it's pretty much the standard one. Even the feet, the articulation of the feet is the same. So not much there. The head can go left and right, no problem, honestly, which is great. And of course, up this much. And now that you know, the articulation is what you expect. But the Mac wing actually has articulation here, as you can see, which it's pretty great, so it doesn't really get in the way. Honestly, it doesn't get in the way of this kit, especially with the poses you can do, considering the limited amount of articulation that it has. But pretty solid, you know. It's what you expect from all the other ones. And of course, the app crunch is really not there, other than going up, but that's what they gave us. Now, in terms of the weapons, well, he has his spin cutters, which is just that, you know, it's just a saw blade there on the side of the arm. No, this Ggetter does not have a rocket punch. Ggetter does not use rocket punches. You also have the Shine Spark, and remember, the Ggetter beam is just on top of the head, so there's really no pose for it. But darn, I wish it had like stone sunshine and stuff. That would be pretty awesome. But no, they did not do that with this guy. And this Ggetter is the second Ggetter in the Infinitism story. Now, of course, we have the tomahawks, which obviously double tomahawk all the way, which is pretty darn awesome. The detailing on there are really good. I like the mace on top, so you can clobber some enemies with them. I mean, why wouldn't you want to do that? And it is great. The only thing, you know, like I said, the articulation is limited. I wish they would have maybe a little bit more articulated, honestly. That's the big gripe with these Infinitism model kits. But hey, you're getting super worldwide. Gosh, it's just a little bit difficult to find a really great pose with these axes. I'm guessing, gosh, I don't know, maybe if it was more articulated you can do a little bit more stuff. And this is the long tomahawk. Now, I know what you're thinking, what? The long tomahawk? Yeah, you just add an extra piece of plastic on the bottom and there you go. You have the long tomahawk. You do not combine it with the other tomahawk. You just get this. But what you do combine is this. Now, this is one of the gimmicks. You actually take parts of the MacWing off, which are these two. A lot easier that it looks like. Honestly, it's very easy, there's no problem there. You can also remove the MacWing fully. Yes, if you remember in the series, like Ggetter sometimes doesn't have the cape, and when he's flying he has it, and that is basically recreating that. So you got that going for it, and it's very simple, not difficult at all. So this is what it's gonna look like. I really don't like it like this. I like it with the MacWing. I don't know, to me Ggetter with the cape just makes it look a lot more badass, honestly, than it does with this. But when you attach the other parts of the MacWing to the axe, then you have the fully power axe. I mean, that looks pretty badass. And yes, it's supposed to be one tip longer than the other. It's supposed to be like that in all the images from Bandai. It has it like that. So as you can see here, it's pretty long, but it's not as long as Grandizer's Hawking, double Hawking. It's not as long as that, but it's still pretty darn nice. Now when it comes to flying poses, of course this is probably the best you can do when it comes to having it fly forward. Now it's not that heavy, it doesn't topple over or anything, but of course you have to use the stand. And the poses with these guys with the Infinitism, I don't know, they could have done these poses a little bit better in my opinion. For some reason, some of them the head doesn't go all the way up the way it should be, but it's still nice. I mean, it's just Ggetter flying. It's something that you're like, I'd rather see Ggetter, you know, fighting and stuff like that, but Ggetter flying is still pretty darn nice. And of course, how does he stack up to Grandizer Massenkaiser? There you go. these guys are awesome. Now, I was gonna say Holy Trinity, but we know that Ggetter is coming, and that's the real Holy Trinity, you know. Like I said, this guy's supposed to be the second one in that Infinitism series. Now, you can see the size difference is the same. They're just as tall, just as wide. There's really no differences in that. Which is nice, and some people will like it, some people don't. I think Kaiser should have been a little bit taller, and Grandizer, of course, and obviously Ggetter as well. But remember, this is based off the dynamic action special, so they're pretty much the same size in that. So that's what they did here. And with their weapons, yeah, as you can see here, Ggetter's weapon is really short compared to the Kaiser blade and to the double hawk, and as you can see there, so Ggetter Dragon has to bulk up a little bit more. Obviously Ggetter will be just massive. I'm expecting that axe to be the same size as the double hawking, honestly. And then of the three, Kaiser will be the one with the shortest stick. But god darn, it's been about time, and I'm really happy that we got them. So it's one of those things that, you know, some people are gonna be like, oh, I want Ggetter, and some people are like, oh, I don't like the design, or some other people will be, I don't like the Infinitism line. But you gotta admit, having these three together, it's just awesome, because this is something that honestly I thought that this was never gonna happen. I mean, I thought the Infinitism line was just gonna be robots from the Massinger Infinity movie, but no, we got a lot more. Check that out. That pose right there is just awesome. You know, just having all of them doing their finishers is just great. And of course, let's bring everyone in there. So yeah, there's only, as of I'm making this video, obviously 5 from the Infinitism line, and I have all 5 of them. Now there are some variants, but who cares about variants, right? And why not go this way? I just love this line, honestly, and having all of them finally is just, it's like a badge of honor, really. And Steel Jack is supposed to be coming out, but so far they said November, but we haven't seen a picture of it. We have seen drawings, you know, some 3D modeling stuff, but we haven't seen the actual finished product. Like, we saw some line art, we saw the artwork, but nothing else. Nothing has gone up for pre-order, so we don't know if that's gonna happen. And after having all, you know, having bought all of them, I can tell you that it's probably gonna take some time. I mean, gosh, Kaiser and Grandizer had like 4 months between each other, so yeah, you can expect it to be like that for Steel Jack. I think we're not getting it in November. I think they're gonna push it to next year, and that's where we're gonna get it. So there's gonna be more. If you want Ggetter, he is coming. Trust me, it's coming, and I cannot wait. So yeah, overall, like I said, is pretty much the same as the other Infinitism. The build is not different, the articulation is not different, and the gimmicks, it's lacking gimmicks, obviously. Remember, for some reason, to me, Ggetter Dragon has always been the little Ggetter. You know, you have Ggetter, and Ggetter is like the big brother, the badass, and Ggetter Dragon is, you know, the little brother that tries to fight. And gets his butt kicked a few times, but sometimes can come out on top. That's how I see it. Still a badass super robot, I mean. Now, if you're wondering if we're gonna get Ggetter 1, let me tell you something. In the instruction booklet, in the story that it tells, it actually, like I said, this is the second machine. Ggetter machine, sorry about that, that exists in the Infinitism universe. The original Ggetter 1 was destroyed by Musashi when he sacrificed himself. Yeah, that's what it says in the story. That's actually in the box. So I'm guessing we're gonna get Ggetter 1 and we're gonna get Ggetter at some point. That would be pretty awesome. I hope we get Emperor G as a, you know, that's the upgraded in Super Robot Wars 4 Great Messenger. That would be pretty awesome. Hopefully that happens. And we get the rest of the dynamic action Super Robots. That would be pretty awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time.